It might be the dirt bikes. They're better, they're faster, they're heavier than the old two strokes, or it could just be the interconnectedness of social media. But it seems like we're seeing more deaths, more injuries, more life-changing events from riding dirt bikes than we ever have before. Jerry Robin took a spill in Supercross that didn't even look that violent from the video, and he's paralyzed. We just lost young Team Green Ripper Aiden Zing at Mammoth. And these are guys we all hear about that are at like the top level of the sport. But I can't tell you how many people that I know of, just somewhat regionally or locally to me, that have suffered life-changing events. 5 and 6 year olds that have broken femurs, dads that have gotten hurt and can't even work anymore. And maybe it's where I've gotten older and I'm a parent now. This stuff lingers with me more. I don't brush it off as quickly. But I think we really need to do some self-reflection. And David Pingree got on Instagram last night to kind of get this whole, try to get a conversation started on this. And some of the things that Pingree talked about on there: bikes being too fast for young light riders. Can we add a required transition from an 85 before a race motor 250F? Make these kids ride 125s. Make the manufacturers produce 125s. These bikes are fast and they're heavy. And for some of these kids, 110, 120 pounds, they're too fast and too heavy. Can we have an age or a weight requirement before we get on a 250F? What about mandatory chest protectors? Yes, I didn't realize it, but in AMA racing, chest protection is mandatory for the youth classes, not for the adult. I think it's crazy that they won't let a consenting adult wear a GoPro somewhere on his helmet, but you don't have to ride with a chest protector. It's kind of wild. Also, tracks being too fast for the newer bikes. Pingree talks about the tracks that were kind of wide open and fast, and that was fine for 125s. But for these new fast bikes, they're just a little too wide open. We need to slow them down. He finishes by saying, "I'm not trying to stir anything up here, cause any drama. I just want to have the conversation. Our sport has not been good at looking back on incidents like this to see where we can improve. This is a dangerous sport, and we are never going to get the risk to zero. We know that. But it's crazy that we aren't doing something to try and make it better." I absolutely agree, and I commend Mr. Pingree for trying to get this conversation started. I've since been updated in the comment section of Facebook that MX Sports and AMA does have some meetings scheduled to go over some plans and ideas for stuff just like this.